What is up, everybody? JT Dangerously here once again. I am back for my NXT Takeover Brooklyn 4 2018 predictions. Now, NXT Takeover Brooklyn 4 happens this Saturday, live on the WWE Network from the sold-out Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. Now, this year's Brooklyn card is stacked. We got 5 big-time matches with all the NXT titles on the line. So I'm very excited to do these predictions for you guys, and I hope you guys do enjoy. Now, our record coming into this year's Takeover Brooklyn after our last NXT Takeover, which was NXT Takeover Chicago 2 back in June, we went a perfect 5-0. So our overall record coming in is 26-5. Now, this Takeover Brooklyn is a little bit more special to me because it's my time to redeem myself. Last year, we went 1-4 at this pay-per-view. So I'm looking to redeem myself at this year's Takeover Brooklyn and continue the winning ways. And hopefully we will continue the winning ways. We're on a 3 pay-per-view winning streak. Hopefully in this video, we will make it 4. Now, this is the first of 2. That's right, 2 big videos that will be up on the channel today. Now, right after this, I'll have my SummerSlam 2018 predictions, where we'll see AJ Styles defend the WWE title against Samoa Joe, Brock Lesnar defend the Universal title against Roman Reigns again, and Alexa Bliss defending the Raw Women's title against Ronda Rousey. So I'll have my full SummerSlam predictions right after this video. So remember, 2 big videos will be up on the channel today, so hopefully you guys will show your love on both of these videos. As always, show your love by watching the video, super kicking that like button, and voicing your opinions and your picks in the comment section down below. Now, if this is your first time watching my channel as a first-time viewer and this is your first video, boy, you picked a good one if you're a fan of NXT like I am and you're ready for this year's TakeOver Brooklyn. Welcome to the Dangerous Lions. I am JT Dangerously. Welcome to the club, because this club is just to... Whoop, whoop. Again, thank you guys so very much. Now, other than that, let's get right into these predictions. Starting off with the first matchup. It is for the NXT North American Championship. And this one's going to be a good one. Starting off with the challenger. He is looking to finally win his first ever singles title. And he's looking to become the next NXT North American Champion. He is a former PWG champion, a former Best of the Super Juniors champion, a BOLA winner, and a former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team champion. He is the one and only Ricochet. And Ricochet is challenging the reigning and defending and the very first NXT North American Champion. He is representing and the leader of the Undisputed Era, and he's the only man in Ring of Honor history to hold the Ring of Honor World title 3 times. And if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about, baby. He is Adam Cole, and that's Adam Cole, baby! Now, starting off with Ricochet, this is a big-time opportunity for him to win his first singles title in NXT, and this is only his 3rd match on the NXT brand. So this is going to be a big-time match on pay-per-view. We last saw him against Velveteen Dream at TakeOver Chicago in a classic. And he has been calling out Adam Cole, calling him a coward because he's not defending the title here on NXT or at TakeOver, which is kind of true. But him being a coward, I don't think so. But Ricochet, if you've never seen him wrestle, it's just breathtaking. And he's got a huge opportunity, and he's got a great chance to become the next North American champion. Then on the other side, you have Adam Cole, who has been the champion since NXT TakeOver New Orleans when he won the ladder match. And this is his first title defense at a TakeOver. Now, he's defended the title all around North America as being the North American champion. But this is his first title defense at an NXT TakeOver, which I'm happy to see that even the North American champion can defend his title. Unlike a certain other UK champion that hasn't defended the title at a TakeOver since TakeOver Chicago. Pete Dunne. But Adam Cole, this is a big opportunity for him. He always steps up when it comes to being a champion. He wouldn't be the 3-time Ring of Honor World Champion if he wasn't a great champion. And this is definitely his biggest test in his first title defense. So coming from me in this first matchup for the NXT North American Championship, man, this one's tough because I like both of these guys. This is a complete toss-up. And even if I get this wrong, I wouldn't mind taking the L here. But coming from me in this matchup, I'm taking Adam Cole. And that's Adam Cole, baby, to retain the NXT North American Championship and defeat Ricochet. And now the next matchup. It is a one-on-one dream match, no pun intended, featuring the former TNA World Champion. He is looking to make NXT NX3. He is the top 1% EC3. And his opponent is easily the most charismatic and flamboyant wrestler on the NXT roster. And every time he has a match at Takeover, he usually steals the show. He is the Velveteen Dream. Now, this matchup came to be during the Royal Albert Hall tournament in a tag team match when EC3 and the Velveteen Dream were tag teaming against Ricochet and then NXT World Champion Aleister Black. And during the end of the match, the Velveteen Dream just walked out on EC3, walked out on the match, walked out on his tag team partner, and cost them that victory. And ever since then, EC3 has been looking to gain revenge against the Velveteen Dream for walking out on him, because EC3 is all about EC me himself. But this is a big match for EC3. This is his first singles match at a Takeover. This is his first Takeover Brooklyn, and EC3 being the looking once again to make NXT his show. He's looking to make it NX3. Then on the other side, you have the Velveteen Dream, who is just coming off that loss to Ricochet at NXT TakeOver Chicago 2. And it was just another fantastic match. He showed homage to Hulk Hogan, which, again, my opinion on that. And a little bit of Prince Puma, who was Ricochet's character in Lucha Undergrounds. But Velveteen Dream usually steps up at these takeovers. He had a great match against Aleister Black at War Games last year. He had a great match against Ricochet at TakeOver Chicago 2. So he always steps it up here. And he has the most experience at these takeovers because this is EC3's first. So coming from me in this one-on-one matchup that could easily be a #1 contenders match for the NXT World title or the NXT North American Championship, I'm going to go with the top 1% EC3 to defeat the Velveteen Dream. And now the next matchup. It is for the NXT Women's Championship. Starting off with the challenger. She is the #1 contender for the NXT Women's title. She's looking to finally win the One Piece. It's time to set sail with the Pirate Princess, Kairi Sane. And Kairi Sane is challenging the reigning and defending NXT Women's Champion. She is the submission specialist. She is the submission magician. She is the ace of spades, Shayna Baszler. Now, Kairi Sane won a triple threat #1 contenders matchup to become the #1 contender by defeating Nikki Cross and Candice LeRae, and this is only her second opportunity at the NXT title, NXT Women's title. Now, her first opportunity happened the last time these two met in the first ever Mae Young Classic Finals, where Kairi Sane won and had an opportunity to win the NXT Women's title at NXT TakeOver War Games last November. So this is only her second opportunity. Now, that finals had Kairi Sane win. And with Kairi Sane having the advantage against Shayna Baszler one-on-one, Kairi Sane is very confident that she can and she will be the next NXT Women's Champion. And she, once again, she's looking to be Queen of the Pirates and Queen of NXT. And she needs that one piece. Now, Kairi Sane on Twitter has been teasing maybe an anime attire for this matchup, which I cannot wait for. She brought out the Naruto Sage mode, which, as a Naruto fan in general, that could be an amazing entrance for her. And she is once again looking to become the next NXT Women's Champion. And then on the other side, you have Shayna Baszler, who's been the champion since NXT TakeOver New Orleans. She has been dominating that division. She tapped out Nikki Cross at TakeOver Chicago 2, and she's looking to get that little bit of revenge against the woman that knocked her off in the finals of the Mae Young Classic. And she's looking to bring the pain to the Pirate Princess Kairi Sane. So coming from me in this matchup for the NXT Women's title, man, this one's tough. This one is tough. But Shayna Baszler has been undefeated at takeovers in defending this belt. Kairi Sane hasn't been at a takeover since TakeOver War Games. So it's been a while since we've seen the Pirate Princess at an NXT takeover. But I'm going to go with Shayna Baszler to retain the NXT Women's title and defeat the Pirate Princess Kairi Sane. And now the next matchup. It is for the NXT Tag Team titles. And this one's going to be a classic. Starting off with the challengers. They are looking to once again become the NXT Tag Team Champions, and are looking to shock the champions once again. They are consisting of the very first NXT United Kingdom Champion Tyler Bate and his partner Trent Seven, Mustache Mountain. and Mustache Mountain are challenging the reigning and defending and now two-time NXT Tag Team Champions. They are representing the Undisputed Era, consisting of the former Ring of Honor Television Champion, a former Ring of Honor World Champion. He is the Messiah of the Backbreaker, Roderick Strong, and his partner is the former IWGP Heavyweight Tag Champ, a former Ring of Honor Tag Champ, and a former Ring of Honor World Champion. He is Kyle O'Reilly. Now, these two have met. These two first met 2 months ago at Royal Albert Hall, where the upset happened when Mustache Mountain upsetted the Undisputed Era to win their first NXT Tag Team titles in Royal Albert Hall in London, and that was a big moment for them, especially in their home country. Now, then about a month later, they were defending the NXT Tag Team titles against the Undisputed Era, and when Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly regained the gold when Tyler Bate threw in the towel for his partners. So this is their automatic rematch. Now, with a certain team waiting in the wings at maybe NXT TakeOver War Games 2, and you know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the War Machine. Ray Rowe and Warbeard Hansen, they are challenging the winners of this match. So whoever wins this match is going to be in for war. Now, starting off with Mustache Mountain, that was a big win against the Undisputed Era in London. Tyler Bate got a big win against Roderick Strong a couple weeks ago on NXT, so he is looking to regain the tag team titles for his team. And once again, I still think they won the tag team titles to give that crowd a shocker and also make Mustache Mountain top contenders for the United Kingdom tag team titles. Then on the other side, you have the Undisputed Era, who, again, coming from me, are the best group in WWE right now. A four-man team of O'Reilly, Fish, Strong, and Cole. Four of the best. And they're so awesome that a few weeks ago, last week, during what happened with Aleister Black, they were playing their theme song in their car. Genius. They are so over for me. They are awesome. And I love Roderick Strong. I've been watching Roderick Strong since he was in TNA, and that's where he got the coin of the Messiah of the Backbreaker. And I love Kyle O'Reilly, the submission and strike specialist. I love it. So, coming from me, in this matchup for the NXT Tag Team titles to see who will be facing War Machine next. Whew, man. Tag Team division in NXT has been hot. The match in Chicago with Danny Burch and Orny Larkin against the Undisputed Era got 5 stars from Dave Meltzer. So the tag team division in NXT is definitely heating up. So I'm going to go with the Undisputed Era of Strong and O'Reilly to retain the NXT tag team titles and defeat Mustache Mountain. And now the main event, and this is the one I've been waiting for. It is a last man standing match for the NXT title. Starting off with the challenger. He is looking to finally win the NXT title, and he's looking to take it away from the man he hates the most. He is Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano. And Gargano is challenging the reigning, defending NXT champion. He is easily the best heel in the WWE right now. He is the Sicilian psychopath, Tommaso Ciampa. Now, this is the third meeting between these heated rivals. Their last 2 meetings, absolutely amazing. The street fight last 2 months ago at NXT TakeOver Chicago 2 was out of this world. Maybe the best street fight I have seen. And now we're getting another match between these two in a last man standing match. Now, this was supposed to be a triple threat match with Aleister Black being in it. But with what happened to Aleister Black last week on NXT, William Regal had no choice to take Aleister Black out of the match and just have these two go at it. Now, this is a big match because this rivalry reminds me so much of Shawn Michaels and Triple H, and it's almost mirror images of each other. Now, if you don't think this is just like Shawn and Triple H, let me break the dangerous facts down for you. The first match between Shawn and Triple H was an unsanctioned match. The same Gargano and Ciampa was in New Orleans, an unsanctioned match. Their second match, which was the 2 out of 3 falls match, the first fall was a street fight. Gargano Ciampa's second match between each other was a street fight. Now we're going into a match that Shawn and Triple H winning in 04, a last man standing matchup. So the mirror images of these two rivalries are almost exactly the same, and we all know where this is going to be heading. It's going to be heading to Hell in a Cell. Now, they both have wins against each other, so whoever gets this will have a 2-1 advantage going into Hell in a Cell in November at TakeOver War Games 2. But starting off with Gargano, he has been obsessed with Tommaso Ciampa. That is the best way you can say it. He has been obsessed with the man ever since TakeOver Chicago a year ago when he turned on him. Then their 2 matches when he had Ciampa beat in Chicago and he just let his anger get to him and it cost him the match. And he even helped his former partner win his first NXT title and cost Aleister Black the world title. So Gargano has definitely warped. He has changed. He's a different guy, and he is just looking to get his revenge and finally win the NXT title. Then you have Tommaso Ciampa, who is coming in his first NXT title defense, and history is definitely not on his side. Here's the dangerous fact. The NXT title has changed hands only twice at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. The last time it changed hands was last year when Drew McIntyre won the NXT title, and the last time the NXT title was retained was all the way back at the first TakeOver when Finn Balor did it. So history is definitely not on Tommaso Ciampa's side, but it's crazy to say that we have 2 guys from Milwaukee world champions. Tommaso Ciampa, the NXT champion, and Austin Aries, the Impact World Champion. So it's a great day to be a Milwaukee fan for sure. But this match is definitely going to be a war. I can see this match definitely going to a draw to prolong it for one more match, or I can see somebody win this decisively and be the last man standing. So coming from me in this last man standing match for the NXT World title, oh my God, this is going to be a war. You thought the street fight in Chicago was good. This one's going to be good. And last man standing matches in wrestling are good, unlike the last one I saw with AJ Nakamura. Hopefully that won't happen. But coming from me in this matchup, I can see this going to a draw. I can definitely see this going to a draw or some interference. So coming from me in this matchup, I'm going to play this one safe. I'm going to take Tommaso Ciampa to retain the NXT title by any means and defeat Johnny Gargano. And those are my NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 4 2018 predictions. Now I want to thank you guys so very much for watching this video. Comment below, who do you have winning that last man standing match between Gargano and Ciampa? Who do you have winning the North American title between Cole and Ricochet? Who do you have winning the tag titles and the women's title? Let me know in the comment section below your picks. Let's have a conversation about it. Of course, I'm always on to see your comment, like it, and of course reply right back to you, because comments are absolutely always welcome on this channel. Now I do want to thank you guys so very much for watching. Now before you guys go, you guys can never forget to do this. That like button, comment, share with friends, of course, super kick that like button like only you guys can. Of course, you can never forget to do this as well. That subscribe button, become part of this bigger and dangerous alliance, and I will see you guys later today for my SummerSlam 2018 predictions. Styles Joe. Later days, guys, and peace.